You coach and you live into a very clear value system. Can you share with us what that value system is and how it really helps these young men as they go along their journey?
Sure. Well, we've always described it as champions for life. We have one simple mission. If you asked any of our coaches, hey, why are you out here? What's your purpose? What's your really reason for existence when it comes to this vocation of coaching? And that is to build champions for life. And for us, we describe that in about 4 different ways. We've got 4 core values, and they're prioritized very clearly for us. The first one is the faith development of the players. That's a difficult one to measure, but what you can do is faithfully pour into their lives on a daily basis. So for us, every single day before we go to the practice field, after we've come out of the weight room, we take about 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes in the classroom to talk to them about faith and to give them faith and character lessons. And so we are doing that on a very deliberate basis, on a strategic basis, every single day. Our second core value is to develop very strong character. The great Greek Heraclitus described character as destiny, and we really believe that. While it doesn't determine eternity, it has a large bearing on the quality of life that they will experience over the course of the next 70 or 80 years of their lives after they leave us. And so working and helping to develop that character by engraving core values on their hearts is something that we take very, very seriously. Whether it's respect or kindness, we want them to be highly compassionate, kind guys off the field, and very courageous, physically courageous on the field. So we have a very deliberate program for inculcating those core values. Our third is for them to experience an exceptional education. And for us, we take that seriously as well. We monitor how they're doing in the classroom, but we also train them for that. So for example, this past summer, we spent about 6 weeks going through a book with them together, where they would read a chapter every 2 days, and we come in and we discuss that for 20 or 30 minutes. Very interesting books, and we pick a different one each year that they're going to derive some really good lessons from, but also learn how to prepare for class, so that when they go into their classes, they know how to engage a little bit more and contribute more in the classroom, and the value of doing that. And then our fourth core value is competitive excellence. We want them to experience what it's like to be in a first-class program where they've got tremendous coaches. And I've been blessed my whole life. Football is not a one-man show. Football is a very collaborative team effort among coaches. There's so many different aspects to football, it is impossible for one person to do it well. And fortunately, we have that. We've got, in our case here at Rancho, we've got a core group of guys who are ex-Trinity League coaches, and that's probably the finest league west of the Mississippi. So we've got guys who've coached at an extremely high level and know how to deliver the teaching in a way that's really impactful and helpful to them in their development as players. So for us, that's our roadmap, that faith, character, education, and competitive excellence in that order. It's one thing to have values, it's another to prioritize them, but it's critical that the values are prioritized, because at some point those values are going to come into conflict with one another. So for example, if we had a player come to us and say, Coach, I really need to miss the first hour of practice. We're having a big chemistry exam in a couple of days, and we've got a review session. And I know that young man has worked really hard in that class, and he just needs that extra time. Well, it's an easy decision. It's already been made for us, right? Because we value education even over competitive excellence. But by the same token, if a player makes a poor character choice, they're going to be held accountable for that, and that supersedes even education. Because Teddy Roosevelt was right when he said to educate a man in mind but not in morals is to educate a menace to society. So we take that very seriously. So for us to build champions for life, you need a roadmap to achieve something like that. And those four core values in that order are what we've always hung our hat on.